All right, hi. My name is Andrew Tripkowski, and I'm going to talk about the ArcGIS API for Python, starting with version 2.4.0, which came out just a few days ago in October. And we're going to first talk about the basics of what the API is, and then we're going to talk about how to connect. And so the ArcGIS API for Python is designed to work with Python 3 only, and it's not backwards compatible with Python 2. So if anybody's still using the ArcMap series of the Esri product, it won't work. And it's a collection of modules within an individual package that allows you to work with features, analysis, raster analysis, geocoding. You can do network and routing workflows with it, deep learning. You can also manage the content of the various Esri products. So you might be thinking, well, that's a lot for an API to do, and it can do a lot of very specific geospatial things. And the nice thing about this package is that it's designed to integrate across multiple platforms. So that means what you do on your Windows machine, like I'm using, will work on a Mac or it'll work on Linux. It's free to use. You can do, you have access without even creating an account to a wealth of geospatial information. And we have these built-in Jupyter widgets that are designed to work with Jupyter Labs. There's a data frame spatial-like object and also DAS data frame-like objects as well that allows you to take your data and put it into memory, and you can work with it or distribute it across multiple machines to get things done. So it's really powerful. But it starts with a few imports. So you do import ArcGIS, and then you do from arcgis.gis import GIS. This import you're going to hear a lot throughout the talk. So this is basically your window into your geospatial world. And then new at 2.4.0, which you won't see in any previous versions, is the map and a scene class. So you can do from arcgis.map, so that's a map submodule, import map and scene. And now we're going to connect anonymously to ArcGIS Online. Let's go ahead and create our connection. So we're going to do instantiate our GIS object by passing in nothing, and this will automatically connect to ArcGIS Online. If you don't know how to use the GIS object, you can put one question mark in any Jupyter environment, and it'll give you all the parameters. The basic parameters here are the URL, username, and password. If you're using PKI-based authentication, you can pass in a key file and cert file along with a password. You can verify certificates. You can set in an active, and then you can do the OAuth 2 workflow by passing in client IDs or client secrets as well. But let's go back and just create our GIS object in memory. Like I said before, you have access to a wealth of information, and you're able to access various items. I'm going to go ahead and connect, and I'm going to get a very specific item. Each item in the ArcGIS Online or Enterprise system has what's called a unique ID. This unique identifier can be passed in and it can be obtained directly. So it's your unique stamp for any data set that's within your system. So here we have our parks variable, and we're going to assign it an item. Very specifically, this item that begins with BB2D. So we do gis.content.get, and then I'll reach out to the ArcGIS Online system and grab it and bring back the information so you can work with it. In the Jupyter environment, items are rendered with various forms of HTML to make them look really neat. So I'm going to grab the New York State Parks property inventory. So we're going to go ahead and run that cell. It'll take a second, and then I'm going to create a map over Brooklyn, New York. When it first loads up, it sets the defaults for your map, which happens to be this default base map that Esri has decided on. You can go ahead and change the base map by doing mapObject.basemap and then doing another .basemap and setting it to a new one. So we want to change it to be a dark vector base map. You notice the map reloads, and it's now this darker color base map. Then I'm going to put that item on the map by doing gis.content.add, and it'll add the content. Now I can go ahead and I can pan in and zoom out, and I can see my parks. And when I pan across the map, we can see all the data's in there for the area that we're interested in. So now that's just a quick introduction on what it can do, and I believe, when you look at these packages, seeing is believing, and this is just one little piece of what it can do. You can install the package two different ways. You can install it through Conda, which is this Anaconda package manager that you can download for free on anaconda.org, and you can go ahead and install it. So to install, you have to install it a very specific way. You do Conda install, and then you have to say -c Esri, and then type in ArcGIS space ArcGIS.mapping, and that installs the complete mapping package. If you were to use pip, you would do pip install ArcGIS and then ArcGIS mapping, and this would install it the same way as Conda. Pip is the default package manager that comes with Python because Python's battery included, and Conda is something additional that you have to install. And that's a quick, brief introduction to the ArcGIS API for Python. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out.